getting fitted, but I rock it like a baby in a cone. I put the water in the ocean in the city that I'm from.
You can bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I stamp on it. In a private plane, I lamp on it. Lele oh, then they call me Bankole. Cause I walk around with the bank on it. Show them Gangnam Style, put the gang on him. Twist my fingers up on a bang on him. Lele oh, yeah. Tobalo ko macho, yeah. Tobalo mako macho, yeah. Nobody know tomorrow. Choro ka choro. And if a boy feel macho, make him lick red like a tomato. If him not dead, then he comatose. No go fambo. As that day comes, as I go, God watch over me, oh Lord. I cannot trust my neighbors. As that day comes, as I go, God watch over me, oh Lord. I cannot trust my neighbors. This kind of things where they make man see ya. And me, I understand, so your dad know like me. See me, I want make you know, say me there for you, cara. And if not the price be that, I feel like to see ya. I never tried it for nothing. This love will make me the dark man shit. Without the way that you want, make me tell me with this up in come. I never tried you, baby. This love will make me the starting. No, I'm gonna tell me what's up in God. I'm gonna watch it every day. I'm gonna get I wanna make you. Baby, I feel like making you. Oh, baby, oh, no.
Shopping in Paris or go sailing overseas and just drape me in Gucci, no. All I ever asked was you to pick up the phone when you alone. All I ever asked was you to show me some love. go to the club with your boys, baby. I never wanted you to stay too long, just wanted you to show me up. So won't you say my name, say my name? If you claim you want me, it ain't no that. You acting kinda shady. You ain't been calling me baby, boy, you can go stop playing games, playing games. I know you see it in my line, I'm on your mind and that you want this bad, so I'm cool with that. I'm just trying to match your words with your actions. I need more than satisfaction. Did you really feel that action? Really wanna give you all the flex in front of your friends? How that works? Swear that you're doing the most, but we take a picture.
This one I better do me, I no get time. Dada cover my face, calling me back out. Biggie man, wait to be where what's it going? G-Wagon, all depends. The girl them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. What's it going? G-Wagon, all depends. The girl them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. So anything when they do, they try to do I'm way. Plenty survive with face. Just to make sure money day. But my people then go say I don't want buy, I don't want die, I don't want payment, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Let me tell you, what's it going? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. What's it going? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them ride the whip. I know we different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows, I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, port I'm paddling. Sharashina fella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen dreams. When it comes to money, I they concentrate. Look at the straight, you are not my mate. If you become a shall not be head of state. But my people then go say I don't want buy, I don't want die, I don't want payment, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. What's it going? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. What's it going? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. Oh no, I thought
You never thought you there from papa. Which kind money we never see before. Cause hello me, got me feeling I'm the one. I did. You never take my cake away. I did. You can't count my grace. I just did my lane. You know get the time, body hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, no more yeah, what they want telling me. Good enough, my fantasy. You want to check if my daddy go wrong. But he did rush, well, he be more. I gotta make my heart be the rush. If I'm money we touch, yeah. He did rush, well,
What's up, YouTube? Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome to the channel. We've been having some amazing moves. Yesterday was a very nice day for trading. Crazy moves. Hopefully you caught the right ones. We saw a crazy move yesterday from Bitcoin, which started off over here on the, well, it wasn't, when was it? This is on the hourly. Yeah, we got this yesterday. We got a pump. Let's go to a smaller time frame. Yesterday we got this insane pump up, followed by an immediate sell-off. Then we had another pump, a smaller pump, sold off, pump, sold off, and now we're holding the highs. Why did we react at those levels? That's what I'm gonna let you know. Why did we get rejected there, and what to expect next? Now, when you look at this chart, up at 31k, when we hit that level, which we may go again to hit soon, we look at that 31 all the way to this bottom at around 26.9. You can see that we came very close to the 0.786. We came above the 0.618 of this entire move retracement, and that's what could have given us the pump. We were initially looking at this as an A wave and maybe a B wave and a C wave correction. And the A wave, we were expecting to have a fourth wave and a fifth, but this is too high for a fourth wave. Now, there could be a very bearish thing happening over here. And that is, we're having a 1 and a 2. This doesn't look like a wave 1, but what if it's a wave 1 and we're having a 2? And now we're going to continue in the 3 down. And in the 3, we had a 1 and a 2 also. You can confirm it by looking at the retracement. You came to the 0.786, that's fine for wave 2. So you had, you could have something very bearish in play over here, or the B wave isn't over and we're gonna move up. Now, why do I feel, you see this move up from down here to the peak. If we consider that our wave 1, the wave 2 should be at least equal in length, in time, somewhere equal or there and about, but not. You see, this took from, say, around the 12th of March, 11th of March, all the way to the 14th of April. It took about a month. This is a short period. Over here, it's from the 14th of April till the 26th of April, just 12 days. So we need to see some more price action. I expect maybe we'll have a bit more chop or correctiveness up and down before continuing lower. If we're having for starters, the reaction, we had the 0.786 or 0.618 fib, and we have these levels, the value area low, the POC, and the value area high of this May 2021 range. It came into play, believe it or not. I marked it out and I extended the lines, and it came to play over here. You can see that when we went to 31k, we kind of respected the value area high of May 2021, came down, back tested the POC, front ran it, came down all the way, value area low, got support for a bit over here, came down and pumped back to the POC and got rejected perfectly. I took some trades, I took some longs, shorts. It was crazy, but it was really good. Very, very nice gains. Now, and here in red, the POC value area high, value area low is another area of this fixed range volume profile of this range over here. So I have two areas that I'm watching at the moment. Of course, now we're above this yellow value area low, which is May 2021. I expect that as long as we're holding this, we could see the POC or even the value area high at around 30,652. But for starters, POC at 29,788 is very possible as long as we're holding above it. I don't like how this wave looks. It doesn't look very nice. It doesn't give you a clear picture of what is it doing. I mean, we could have an A, B, and a C up, and our C wave exceeded so much. So if we say A to the peak of A to the bottom of B, and our C wave went all the way to 3.382. I mean, I don't really, I like to know where I am in the chart, in the pattern and all that, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're trading the ranges. Now you are at the value area low. The value area low is 28,789. And if you're holding that, then you could expect higher prices. Once you start breaking the value area low and you lose the 50 EMA, which at the moment you are holding on the 4 hourly, which is a good thing. You see, you were about to lose it, but you held. It looks like in the daily, same thing in the daily, we're holding the 50 EMA. You could see how many days we failed to break. On the 4 hour, we're holding. On the hourly, yeah. Now you see the thickness of the cloud is getting thinner, and we're coiling up, preparing for another move. Now, when you look at this, you'd be thinking, where could Bitcoin go next? Well, for starters, you're above the value area low. It's a game of probability. I would trade it to the POC if I caught it here at the low, but I didn't. Now, on the 15 minute, could be another story. Your daily open is down here. You are at the 50. You are flat on the 50. So on the 15 minute, you could trade it as a long from the 50 EMA. Stop loss below the low of the purple cloud, the 50 EMA cloud, that would be at around 28,693. You could have that, not financial advice, but you could. Now you only have from this move down, this zone to recover. If you break that zone, excuse me, you could be coming up to the 30,800 or even the 31K. I mentioned it a few streams ago, and I mentioned it again and again that we could see 32.5 very soon. 32.2 actually, but I say 32.5 because that's around it. I like it because it sounds better than 32.2. We could see that very soon because Bitcoin hasn't spent so much time under the Bollinger Band on the monthly, the midline of the Bollinger Band. We usually spend around 6 to 12 or 13 months, and now we're coming into, I believe, the 12th month. So we could have a move very soon. Earnings for most of the stocks were coming out good. However, the markets did plunge for some reason. The Nasdaq, the Dow Jones, the ES, S&P 500 mini futures, for some reason, maybe in anticipation for the news that's coming out today, and more earnings are coming out today, but maybe because we're having the GDP and unemployment claims today. Forecasting unemployment to be higher than last time. That should be good for the Fed, good for the markets as well. And advanced GDP forecasted to be less. This is a Q&Q data. It's reported in annualized format. It's the broadest measure of economic activity and the primary gauge of the economy's health. Change in inflation adjusted value of all goods and services produced by the economy. So basically, we're having some important numbers today. They expect the GDP to impact the dollar negatively because they're expecting it less. and they're expecting the unemployment to impact the dollar negatively. So both numbers are forecasted, anticipating the dollar to be negative. Maybe that's why the dollar is just selling off and the markets rallied. We got this crazy push up, but we also had stocks today, some earnings announced today, which came out very good, which was surprising that the stocks dumped. Okay, that's for Bitcoin. Targets to the upside. For starters, I have the 28, I would round it to say 28.8, and 30,000, I would say 30,700. That's for starters to the upside. To the downside, I still think we have a liquidity level we need to come and reclaim below the 26.9 or even 26.5. This zone over here, I would like Bitcoin to come down and take it, but it doesn't matter what I like. The markets will do as the markets will. Now this, you could look at it as a beautiful W formation, and we're going to expect some more rises. Double bottom, and you continue rising higher and higher. This also looks like, some people may say, this is a left shoulder, a head, and a strange high right shoulder. And as long as we're not breaking the head, we're fine. And if we come down and do something like that, and we'll have a neckline over here, then the measured move of that breakout, if it happens, the measured move of that would bring Bitcoin down. Just looking at this, some people consider this head and shoulder invalidated. It doesn't look very nice, but yeah, the measured move of this, if it's valid, it could take you down to the 23,659. I don't think so Bitcoin goes there today. Maybe it will never go there for a long time. But if this is playing out as a correction, then we have one more hit to the low, and it could take us that low. The target for this move down, if we say the A wave came up to here and the B wave came up to here, we could come as low as the 1-to-1 extension, or even the 1.618. These are levels you should be concerned about if we start breaking the 26.5. I wanted to show something on the daily, on the fib time. You can see how when we had this fib time, we had the pump. It came in confluence with us hitting the value area low. Look at that. On that day of the pump, when the pump started next day, but we came so close to the value area low over here. And on this chart, we wicked this fib line, Fibonacci line, and we had 1, 2, 3 instances to long, which would look better when you look at it smaller time frames. You would have more time to react. Look at that. A red green candle, reversal. Oh, it's a gray candle. Red green, reversal. Again, a green one, and we shift out. Now over here we are consolidating. We are above the 50 EMA. Nothing bearish at the moment, but nothing too bullish about Bitcoin. So the targets to the downside I'm looking at is below that 26,400 or 26,500 range, and targets to the upside is 28.8 and the 30,700 zone. That's for Bitcoin. Solana, on the other hand, Solana has been doing, Solana is a bit of a heavy mover. I don't really like Solana. It's a lazy coin. It doesn't move that much. Now, we are or have bumped our heads yesterday. When we pumped up like Bitcoin, we bumped at the value area high and wicked. Our point of control is way down here. Now I can adjust this fixed range volume profile to this range, and I'll get a better reading. Okay, so value area low, POC for Solana, a zone to watch for resistance is 23.27, and value area high 25.167. And to the downside, the value area low where we're finding so much support, 20.925, as low as a 20.2. We came over here to the 20.2, yeah, today. So these are zones for Solana. It's very interesting to see Solana. If it pumps, it still has this area to recover. Look at these continuous drops of candles from the 5th of November going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 big candles that Solana will need to recover, and I'm sure we will. That means Solana could come up to 32 very easily. I had targets for Solana for a long time, $32 and $35 possibly. Let me get rid of these, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. I was looking at this move as a wave 1, came down in a 2, and if we're going to shift out and not break down here, the wave 3 can take us all the way to here. 1-to-1 extension, $35. But Solana needs to rotate now, because if it starts breaking down, then this 1-2 becomes invalid. You have to hold the $12, I believe. You shouldn't go below the $12. Even if you come down to the $12, you're still in a safe 1-2 setting. But now I'm going to go back to what I said on the Bitcoin chart. The wave 1 and wave 2 usually should be similar in time and duration. This was December 29th. This took until January 29th. And we peaked somewhere here or maybe here. And then this took from January 29th. This sideways is very long till April. It's making me think. We might be doing something like this, but in reverse. We're gonna go higher, as I said. $35 possible, or even higher, $47. But it's not gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be a 1, 2, 3 ABC WXY, like you had a move up here. This looks very impulsive, and it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave 3, and a 4 and a 5, or a 4 and a 5, and we completed that. Then we finished that. It's either a 1 wave or wave 1 or wave A. Whatever the case, as long as we're holding these levels and we're not breaking below the 16, we have nothing to worry about in the near future. Fixed range volume profile. You could even have 1 over here. Do the same as you did for Bitcoin. So when you're coming down, you know that this is your level to watch for. You would have your value area high coming at $16. And if you're pumping up, then you know what to watch for over here. You could pull 1 over here from one range to the other. This would be a very interesting one, because even here you had a very strong choppy action, but very strong resistance. I would say it was very hard to break. And here, same thing. Even if you come up to the 35, you'd be above the POC, then most probably you'd be coming to the $39 or $40 range. 47 would take you maybe to the peak over here where you sold off the last time, and maybe you have some vector zones over there that you could recover. Now targets to the downside for Solana, I still have the $5 to $7 range. That target has been there for many months now. Where is it? Over here. Well, where's my box? I have a box. Here's my box. $5 to $7 range for Solana if it comes down. Definitely if it comes down, we'll be looking at these liquidity levels because it came all the way to $8 and I was expecting lower. Now what else can we look at? Dollar index. Again, dollar is an important zone. It's breaking below these lows, which is very bad for the dollar. We are below this level. Now this could play as our resistance at the moment. But dollar looks like it wants to do something. It's acting very funny. But we are below these lows. This can be our resistance now. And we could come as low as, not to sound very bearish on the dollar, but we could come as low as 99 if this little support over here doesn't hold. 99, in my opinion, up till 98 possibly is our next support zone for the dollar. That will push the markets higher, definitely. Bitcoin would go up. Nasdaq is traveling in a rising wedge. If the Nasdaq comes down to retest this point in the rising wedge, 12,300, 12,400 range, then would expect the you could say Bitcoin to come lower, possibly test the 26k zone, and then the Nasdaq could bounce from here of the wedge and go higher, and Bitcoin may pump. So when Nasdaq comes down here, I'll be looking at Bitcoin and comparing where is Bitcoin in the chart to try and see if it's a place to long, if I have some confluence on Bitcoin and Nasdaq. Dow Jones, same thing. In the sense that we're holding the 50 EMA. This is on the daily. We haven't broken down. ES mini futures. On the daily, we're holding the 50. 4 hourly, we're broken down. So the market is all, it seems to me that the market is willing to give us a bit more chop. With the earnings today and the GDP numbers, we will have more chop. It will be interesting to see. Might be another good trading day. I was able to catch a long from here, 27.5, I believe, 27.550. Rode it all the way up and was debating with myself whether I was on the live stream. I was streaming and debating whether I should keep the long or close the long. And as soon as I saw this breakdown of the EMAs, the 5 and 13 crossing down and getting this red candle at 29.5, I closed it. So I closed it in big profit. And I had opened a long over here, 29.9, short, rode my short all the way here. Again, tried to long over here. I opened a long, I'm not sure where I opened my long, probably somewhere here. And I rode a long also, but my short I was debating, and then took about, I would say 250% profit, somewhere around here, of this short, because I rode it down and I was watching it as it was about to rise up. So I took profits. I closed the short totally, which was another good decision, like how I closed the long over here. And we pumped up. I had a long and I took profit on the long as it was dropping. And now I'm in another short, waiting to see how it plays out. So I took 1, 2, 3, possibly a 4 and a 5th. Five trades. Very nice. 5 big trades. But now I think my short might get stopped out. Though when I look at the 1 hour structure, and where we got rejected was close to the 0.786. So I would say, okay, high likelihood we won't come. We might form another lower high as we did here. 31k, we came down, we formed a lower high today, and then we came down, we formed a higher low, but we might form a lower high and be travel in a triangle for a while. That's just what I feel that could happen. That's what I see. That's what could happen. Now, even on the 1 minute, we are holding the 50. So nothing very bearish. We are above the daily open. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I'll play it and see how it goes till the markets. I'll play it and see how it goes with the numbers and the GDP and all that. All in all, because I'm in profit, so I can afford to risk a few dollars to see how it goes. All right, that's my update on Bitcoin and the market. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit the likes, subscribe to the channel, and join the free Discord where I post my trade setups and my ideas even when I'm not online streaming. And if you'd really like to support the channel, then there's a link in the channel description and in the video description that says buy me a coffee. You're welcome to donate with whatever you wish to. More trades, I'm out.